is a banger-themed Scramble match.
And you're dealing with the baddest. And at the end of the day, there ain't a man out here that's gonna stand up to this.
linear, bring your girlfriend, Superior Tony Evans.
We are officially underway with New South Pro Wrestling presents Banger Things, the first ever Banger Things Scramble. Carmen Michael joined by Rob Weathers. Rob, we have one hell of a card here tonight, don't we?
Not only a hell of a card, which is going to feature the first ever New South ambulance match later in the evening, but this Banger Things Scramble match has already broken down in a hurry.
6 men in this match. There's going to be absolute chaos.
Look at the strength of Tony Evans right there. With that huge, just shoots him into Positive Lee.
The strength of Positive Lee here. What about that reaction for Lee, man?
I don't think I've ever seen him react that quickly ever. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of strength, you hear the guttural reaction from the crowd here in Florence, Alabama, singing River Brewery. As Tony Evans just turned both competitors inside out in the ring now, Pha'nesse and Havoc.
Pha'nesse, if you have never seen Pha'nesse work before, some of the most beautiful offense you just might see, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that on display here.
Still very fresh in the business, too.
Goes for another cover.
Pha'nesse, of course, trained by Kerry Awful from the Crux Wrestling Academy. One of the brightest students in the game. In comes Positive Lee.
Try not to hold that against Pha'nesse if I can.
Sam and Kent with an assisted stunner. The only tag team in this match. And yes, only tag team.
That's got to play in their favor, 2 against 4.
But look, Big Dave saving his former tag team partner, Positive Lee.
Still a little bit of love there between Big Dave and Positive Lee. Look at that beautiful belly-to-belly suplex.
Magnum reloaded from Dave. And trust me, it feels very strange not referring to them as a team as BDSM, but at the moment, just the friendly parting of the ways. Taking some time apart from each other. Thought Dave was going to go for a suicide dive for a second, but Lee!
Still a little bit of partnership to be had, though. Beautiful double team there from the former BDSM.
That beautiful chemistry. In comes Havoc. Basement drop kick. Going for one more. In comes Superior Tony Evans with a devastating lariat.
Unbelievable lariat. I am in awe of the strength of Tony Evans.
Whoa. Speaking of strength.
He's not going to press him.
Oh, my God.
Presses Kid Havoc all the way to the outside.
You have got to be kidding me, Rob.
No, he's not going to do this.
Something tells me that's not going to be our first holy S-word chant of the night. And Superior Tony Evans goes airborne, wiping out the field.
That's
like right on cue.
Right.
We're going to have to keep a counter up in the corner. Hope you're listening, Autumn. Oh, Dave sending Tony into the post here. Meanwhile, in the ring, the baddest of them all misses with the boot. Positive Lee sporting a fresh hairdo here.
He got touched up. He was really excited for Banger Things night.
Trying to turn over a new leaf in his new singles journey. Oh, hold on.
Electric chair.
Doomsday device from the best of both worlds, and both men going for a pin. No!
That was so close to being a 3.
Very close, Rob.
Now Pha'nesse back in, laying in some clotheslines and a beautiful spinning kick there.
Again, Pha'nesse still very new to the game, but has learned so quickly. Hooking the leg. But what they have learned thus far is absolutely impressive. In comes Big Dave. And Rob, could you please break down for the viewers at home why exactly they call him Big Dave?
Well, I'm looking at him right now, and I can tell you one thing that he's not small. So the only other option would be Big Dave as the other big man in the match hits him with a devastating spear.
Dave taking too long to pose. Sam looking to steal the victory here. No. The elliptical from superior Tony Evans. And Sam is broken in half, and that is it.
That was superior, all right.
Here is your winner, Superior Tony Evans.
What a way to kick off Banger Things, Rob.
This scramble match, these scramble matches always break down, but this one seemed to break down so much harder. Wait, what is this?
Stephen Michaels.
Carmen, what the hell's going on?
Stephen Michaels.
Now everyone in this match getting involved. Security's trying to break it up.
Stephen Michaels, of course, did not have an opponent tonight. Wanted to get his hands on Tony Evans after what we saw recently. Of course, former tag team partners Tony made his return at We Love Pro Wrestling to take out Stephen Michaels. And we saw at Any Given Saturdays, Tony Evans walked away the victor, but for how long we're going to be able to keep these two men apart? Oh, he's got a mic.
Shut the hell up. You want to come in here and you want to fight me? I kicked your ass last week. You don't deserve me. If you want to fight tonight, I think I've got something for you. It ain't me. It's Jake Bravado.
Bravado's in the ring, attacking Stephen Michaels.
An unscheduled attack here. Is this going to be a match or what? This referee just Mike, and it seems like we're doing it.
Let's see if Stephen Michaels is actually physically able to compete after being jumped by Jake Bravado.
Well, no pun intended here, but it seems like folks are getting more bang for your buck here tonight. A surprise match here at Banger Things. And right now, Stephen Michaels looking to turn Jake Bravado upside down.
That chop to the back stings so much. It's a beautiful suplex. What am I saying? Everything Stephen Michaels does is beautiful. Stephen Michaels still a lot of fight in him. Not letting the sneak attack by Jake Bravado deter him too much.
I'm just stuck on the everything Stephen Michaels does is beautiful.
Look at the offense.
Hey, I mean, I believe it. If you don't believe us, check the link in his bio.
Tell me about it.
Stephen Michaels with Jake Bravado now on the rope, sends him off. Going for a back body drop. Jake Bravado had that one scouted.
The height that Bravado was able to get on that drop kick, hitting Stephen Michaels directly in the face. That vertical leaping ability is no joke.
And Stephen may have got the upper hand of Tony Evans here tonight, but the sneak attack from Jake Bravado has swung the momentum. Stephen can't really seem to get a good ground here.
I mean, we're going to see this, I'm sure, throughout this match. Stephen might have a little bit of glimmer of hope where he can fight back, but Jake Bravado, I guess Stephen might have that equilibrium a little messed up after that sneak attack. Jake Bravado seems to be on top of things so far. Beautiful suplex there from Bravado. Just a lot of beautiful offense altogether in this match.
The essence of excellence for a reason. Of course, this athlete hails from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Come a long way here at the behest of Tony Evans.
I thought my drive from Atlanta was real speed, following up with that lariat.
Just about decapitated Bravado, and now German suplex, no, blocked.
Bravado might be thinking suplex of his own.
Stephen Michaels wisely grabbing that top rope and then ran right into that one.
Goes for the cover.
Right there with you, man.
I think you're just as caught off guard as I was by this match. I don't think we were expecting the Scramble to lead into this special singles match.
Bravado now with Stephen Michaels in the corner.
He straps her down. It's getting real now.
That's when you know they mean business. Going up top. And he has him hooked, Rob.
If he's able to get the superplex off, I don't know if the ring is going to be able to stand it.
Stephen Michaels fought back. Bravado crashing down. It's not often we see Stephen Michaels go up top. Connects with that diving knee. But Rob, Stephen Michaels, someone who has a long history of knee issues here.
You know, and you've got to think that he has that in the back of his mind. Maybe he slipped for a second and said, no, I can do this. He saw the opening, but I'm sure he's feeling it right now.
Just throwing caution to the wind.
Doing everything he can to send Jake Bravado home.
Going for it one more time. Skull first into the mat.
I saw Stephen Michaels wincing after that one. If the first knee drop didn't do it, I think that one might have done something.
What does he have in mind? Oh, no. Has him hooked.
Goodness.
The sheer strength.
Unbelievable strength.
Now on the shoulders. This powerhouse connects with the good night Graceland. And it is good as over, folks. Stephen Michaels wins.
Here is your winner, Stephen Michaels!
Jake Bravado getting that early advantage, jumping Stephen Michael before the bell was not enough to keep Michaels down.
Well, folks, we are a long way from Hawkins, Indiana, but we are here in Florence, Alabama for Banger Things, and what a way to kick off, Rob.
Unbelievable match there. We weren't even expecting. We didn't know who Stephen Michaels was going to wrestle tonight. Jake Bravado jumping him from behind, but it wasn't enough to help Bravado get the win, that's for sure.
Well, up next in action is Kylie Alexa, and earlier today we caught up with Kylie Alexa in the helm, so let's see what she has to say.
When Kinsey Page left, she left me in charge of the helm. And ever since then, we've just been dominating. And at Banger Things, that won't change. And whenever Kinsey Page comes back, you guys are in for a very, very rude awakening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
We're going to continue things here tonight from Florence, Alabama. Kylie Alexa against Ash Bennett.
Let's see if Kylie Alexa can continue the hot streak that the helm is on tonight. As if you've seen our tag team match on the Ground Zero show, the helm, Walker 13, picking up that big victory there at the end for the tag team. And now you got Kylie Alexa versus Ash Bennett. Kylie Alexa looking to continue the good fortunes of the helm.
Well, we talked about on Ground Zero, and much like you said, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Talked about on Ground Zero the fact that, you know, Kenzie has been away on official duty with the NWA, been touring all across the globe, and you got to wonder what's going to be on her mind when she returns. It's like this ominous threat looming over the New South locker room. And when it comes to the helm, you know, haven't exactly been on the winning ways when it comes to Walker 13 and Zach Johnson here lately. Of course, earlier tonight, things may have changed a little bit, but you gotta wonder, you have to wonder how Kenzie is gonna react to these fans taking to Kylie while she's been gone.
Well, Kylie, I mean, that's a very good point. I haven't thought about that too much. Kylie is on the come up as we got a cover here for Ash Bennett. Kylie has definitely been on the come up. As you said, Kenzie Page on official NWA duty. Kylie recently signed with the NWA as well. That could be her in the future.
One of the youngest signings, and while Kenzie has been away, Kylie's been holding it down, really becoming a bit of a fan favorite, surprisingly.
Very surprising considering everything that the helm is about and considering that the helm's whole goal is to hold a stranglehold on New South Pro Wrestling, but that doesn't stop the fans. They love great wrestling. They love great performers, and whether you like her personality or not, it's exactly what Kylie is.
Well, knowing what I know about Kenzie Page and how she feels about the fans here at New South Pro Wrestling, I can guarantee she's not going to be too thrilled with her younger sister, but I guess that is...
we're going to have to wait till she gets here.
Something there is still to come. Meanwhile, here, Ash Bennett momentarily has an opportunity here. Stiff shot.
Very stiff. That kick landed directly to the jaw.
For
Goes
another
for cover. Stiff kick directly to the jaw of Kylie there. I'm surprised Kylie wasn't completely knocked out.
So, folks, if you're keeping count, not only do we need a counter in the top corner for the holy S-word chants, but also keep a counter up each time me and Rob collectively say going for a cover.
Well, we're both professionals at the end of the day. We're both just being professionals. As she...
Love it.
I was going to say. Goes for a sleeper hold instead.
Really working over Ash Bennett here.
You know, and you can say this in this match. You can say this in most of Kylie's matches. She gives up a lot of size, but like we've talked about before, even though she is a young competitor, one of the youngest signings to the National Wrestling Alliance ever, that does not mean she is not seasoned.
Absolutely not. I mentioned time and time again, Kylie Alexa, someone who has grown up in the wrestling business, has been around this literally since she was a child.
And you're seeing all of that experience right now as she's been seemingly manhandling Ash Bennett for the last few moments. Beautiful chop.
Is she going to oblige the crowd here? Yes. Look at the smile on the face of Kylie after listening to the crowd.
Very interesting. Very interesting. For her sake, I kind of hope her sister doesn't watch this match.
The crowd, not so favorable when Ash Bennett does that.
Not whatsoever.
Kylie firing up.
You know, and maybe Ash took too long paying attention to the crowd there. You're not here to win over the crowd. That's a nice bonus. You're here to win your match. If he gets distracted like that again, he might not be able to do that.
Kylie charges in, but misses. Ash trying to build some momentum here.
Chop, hook, chop, hook. Great combination there from Ash Bennett.
Of course, Kylie, a product of the JPWA, trained by Dr. Tom Pritchard. Meanwhile, Ash Bennett, trained by A.R. Fox from the WWA 4. In comes Kylie. That missile, landing in cover. Nope.
See, I'll let you have that one. That's teamwork. That's what that is.
You can get the next one.
All right, cool. I appreciate it. I wasn't going to ask, but I'm glad you offered.
Kylie now back on her feet. A handful of hair. Oh, Ash Bennett fighting out.
Big shots to the midsection there to Kylie. Gets her feet out from under her.
Oh! Spike Hurricane Rana from Ash Bennett. And this could be exactly what Ash needed.
I think that's exactly what he needed. As you saw, Kylie's head made direct contact with the center of the ring.
But notice Kylie, still very early on in her wrestling career, but notice how wise it was for her to roll under the bottom rope there for a second until she regained some composure. And now charges in, eats an uppercut for her trouble. Ash Bennett really putting all of his own momentum into this.
A lot of force. Oh, goodness.
Speaking of which.
Goes for the cover.
No.
Very close. Ash Bennett almost had the victory there.
And now with Kylie up on his shoulders, what does Ash Bennett have in mind? Oh! Neckbreaker goes for a cover. This could be it. Oh!
Referee so close to coming down for that 3. Very unique offense there. I've never seen a backbreaker quite like that.
Kylie somehow finding it within her to bring up that shoulder. Ash Bennett now.
That's instinct, Carmen.
Yeah.
That is all that is. Kylie is running purely on instinct and what ring awareness she has left.
Ash Bennett planning on something here. What does he have in mind?
Whatever it was, he missed it.
Kylie, pop-up German suplex, 2, 3!
Here is your winner, Kylie Alexa.
So impressive how Kylie was able, just the way that she was able to shoot Ash into the corner, using his own body weight against him, and all of that momentum came crashing down with that huge German suplex.
Well, whether or not Kinsey Page likes the response that Kylie is getting, you gotta imagine Kinsey is happy that Kylie walking away with the W here representing the helm. And folks, still to come, our main event tonight, the first ever New South ambulance match between Marcus Dillon and Rolando Perez. But folks, we're gonna keep these bangers rolling. Up next, we have Brogan Finley versus Brayden Toon, rather.
Brogan Finley, the last time we were here in this building, had a banger. That's the theme of the night, but it was also the theme the last time we were here in Florence against Dylan McQueen, looking to do the same thing tonight against Brayden Toon.
About to have one more. Before we get to it, let's hear from Brogan Finley himself.
Tonight, May 6th, in Florence, Alabama, banger things. For the first time ever, Brogan Finley goes one-on-one with Brayden Toon, and we get to bless the beautiful town of Florence, Alabama with another banger. So stay tuned, because it's going to be absolute war.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing
before the match can even begin, already a This Is Awesome chant.
Everybody loves Brayden. Everybody loves Brogan. And we're going to get a banger thing in this match tonight. I can guarantee that.
That's just how highly anticipated this match has been. Brogan Finley, of course, sporting that I Was There Bangers Thing shirt, walking to the ring. Of course, folks, the only way to get those is here in person. If you'd like the alternative version, of course, check out our Pro Wrestling Tee store, ProWrestlingTees.com/New South Pro Wrestling. But right now, Brayden Toon, looking to put this match away early.
Very quick to get out of that fireman's carry predicament was Brogan Finley. Very quick to duck that enziguri as well.
What a German suplex from Brayden.
Couldn't get away from that one. Brayden's trying to fly early.
And that's the thing about Brayden Toon, folks. If you are not aware of Brayden Toon, hold on, I'm going for a cover. No. If you are not familiar with Brayden Toon, this is someone whose name should be on your radar. You see his size, you always think this man is a powerhouse. Yes, he is. This man is powerful, hits hard. But the thing about Brayden Toon is that impressive athleticism, his quickness, the way he can pull out a move from out of nowhere. It's absolutely impressive. That's why this match right here is going to be a banger.
Very, very well-tuned athlete as Brogan now goes for a cover of his own. This is what Brayden Toon is, what you would call a utility player. In baseball, these are the guys that can play every position on the field. This is the guy that can work every single position in that ring, whether it's flying, whether it's the power, whether it's technical. Brayden Toon can do it all. But Brogan Finley, just think of all you need to know. Only information I need to give you is that last name. That's really all you need to know about Brogan Finley. This guy's as tough as they get.
Now, Brayden Toon is like what happens when you create a character on your wrestling video game and just try to max out every stat.
We got a 99 overall in the ring right now with Brayden Toon. Ooh! Gets the enziguri that time.
Connects flush to the head of Brogan Finley, the Heartbreak Killer. And this is what we're talking about, the athleticism. But Brogan had it scouted, has seen it before. DDT.
Stands him up, upside down with that one. Brogan in for the cover. Last time we were here in Florence, Alabama, Brogan had a unreal, absolutely brutal singles contest with Dylan McQueen. Brogan had to go to the hospital and get that eye sewn up after the match. And I'm wondering how much is that going to affect him tonight against Brayden?
In my years of calling this has been, like, the match with Dylan and Brogan was one of the best I have called. Brogan Finley, an impressive athlete, one of the best to do it here today. Definitely going to be someone who's going to be a name we remember moving on in the future.
He's going to be a name we remember because he's going to be all over your TVs, and I'm sure Brogan Finley will be as well. Nasty chop.
Of course, talking about the bangers these men have put on. Of course, looking back at Haas, now available to watch on demand here on YouTube. Brogan Finley had one hell of a match against Martin Stone, the former Danny Burch. Hold on a second. Brayden going for that package pile driver. Brogan fights out. Step up enziguri, connects.
Oh, I know exactly what's coming next.
Brayden
wants to
Toon,
fly.
full head of steam. No.
That's the second time Brogan has successfully been able to cut him off.
Brogan going for the cover. 2.
It's about as close as it gets, folks.
And the Heartbreak Killer is going to have to go back to the drawing board here.
The fans here in Florence loving this banger so far.
Oh, Brogan now joining with Brayden. Trying to fire Brayden up, and I'm not sure if that's the most wise move.
Right there with you, Carmen. But so far, paying off.
I will tell you, a motivated Brayden Toon is absolutely dangerous. Speaking of dangerous,
That's insult to injury right there.
Brogan Finley going for a cover here. And Brogan, I'm not entirely sure Brogan thought he's actually going to put away Brayden Toon with that. He just wanted to add insult to injury.
You know, it could have been that, but I've learned something about Brogan Finley. I think he was just buying time because he's such a methodical wrestler. He was taking that, he needed that extra couple of seconds to figure out what he's going to do next.
Brayden from out of nowhere, that snap suplex. Now, Brayden trying to build up some momentum here. Charges in. It is very apparent to me that the alcohol is flowing very well here in Florence, Alabama tonight.
Tell me about it.
By some of these chants we're getting.
I feel like we might have to, hopefully it doesn't resort to this, but it wouldn't surprise me if a few people get kicked out tonight. Thankfully, we have an ambulance in case anybody drinks too much.
Running, shooting star press into a cover. No.
Transitions into a submission real quick.
What's it going to be? Brogan may have no choice. Wait, no, Brogan rolls through. Brogan rolls through with a cover.
Both of these men doing everything they can to cut each other off. Is the third time going to be a charm, Carmen?
And it is suicide dive from Brayden Toon. Wipes out Brogan Finley.
If he wants to put Brogan away, he's got to do it now.
Oh, Brayden Toon going up top. Swanton bomb from the heavens. But can he make it over to cover?
2.95, folks.
How in the world was that not a 3 count?
I think, like you said, he had to take a second to reach him for that cover. That swanton took almost as much out of him as it did Brogan, and I think that extra couple of seconds was all that Brogan needed to recover just in time.
Two freak young athletes here battling it out, and this is exactly what New South Pro Wrestling is about. Best in the South for a reason. It's for men like these two right here. Brogan Finley, Brayden Toon tearing down the house.
Got another cover by Brogan. Right under the ropes. That surprises me from Brogan.
Too close to the ropes. Brayden managing to grab that bottom rope, break the pinfall.
Brogan typically knows better.
What's it? Brogan calling for? You don't think?
He's not gonna.
Brogan trying to go up top, cut off by Brayden Toon. That freak athleticism from Brayden.
Such a high way to go for that insecurity. These guys are gonna take out the lights with this one, Carmen.
Oh!
The ring shifted after that huge superplex all the way from Mount Olympus.
And folks, if you see those lights flickering, don't worry. We paid our electric bill. That's just someone trying to communicate from the upside down. We got this covered. As Brayden rolling his way over, drapes the arm, no.
Once again, just like the issue with the cover earlier from Brayden, if he was able to make it to Brogan just a little bit quicker, I think that would have been all she wrote.
Just managing barely to drape the hand across. And now both men make their way to their feet.
Get a little bit of strong style, trading the shots.
This is exactly what Brogan Finley loves right here. Of course, still sporting that scar from his last encounter with Dylan McQueen here at New South Pro Wrestling.
Brayden's looking to give him another scar with these huge shots directly to the face.
These two men absolutely going to war. Brayden trying to fight him up onto the shoulders. Brogan manages to get out.
The heavy fireman's carry.
Brogan, no, step up insecurity again from Brayden.
We're seeing that quite a lot from Brayden. It's unreal that he's able to still pull those off this late in the match.
Well, when it's effective, you can't blame him. Knocks out the legs, goes for a super kick. These two men have studied each other so well. Death Valley driver. Brogan Finlay makes the cover, and Brogan, no! Brayden Toon staying alive. Brogan going to stay on top of him, but no!
Oh, no!
Air raid crash, no! What in the world?
Both of these men just want to end this match as quickly as they can now as they trade cover attempts.
3!
The deep roll up did it.
Here's your winner, Brayden Toon! What a win here for Brayden Toon at Banger Things.
That freak athleticism paid dividends in this match as Brayden Toon proved to be just a little too much for Brogan Finley here tonight.
An impressive outing from both men. We're going to keep this show rolling right along. Next up, tag team match with some huge stakes, Rob.
It is all about a name, not just a name, but the name. The next match is for all the marbles. Whoever wins this match will officially be the Akuto Death Society.
The following contest is a tag team match with no disqualifications except for one fall. It is for the right to the Akuto Death Society name.
And this is it, ladies and gentlemen, for all the marbles for the name Akuto Death Society. The Akuto Death Society hard target, Stunt Marshall and Donnie Primetime versus Kevin Ryan and an absent Chris Crunk.
The deck is stacked against Kevin Ryan here, having to go it alone. If he wants to keep the A.D.S name, he's going to have to defeat both Primetime and Stunt Marshall here by himself.
Doing a good job of staying on top of it so far.
Wisely trying to put this match away early, because the longer this match goes on, clearly the longer it favors the hard targets.
It's absolutely going to favor the hard targets. It looks like it's already favoring them as Stunt Marshall is in control now. And Donnie Primetime alluded to this earlier. Go for a cover. Donnie Primetime alluded to this earlier, saying some very unsavory things about Chris Crunk. But Chris Crunk, in an unfortunate accident earlier today before the show, another cover. And Chris Crunk unable to be here because, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still in the emergency room, Carmen.
And unfortunately for Chris Crunk, on the way here to the venue, suffered a car accident. Last we checked in with him was at the ER going for a cover. So obviously, all of our best wishes go out to Chris Crunk. Hope for a speedy recovery for whatever issues are currently there.
Very unfortunate, because this match and this name means so much to Chris Crunk.
It means the world. And it's hard enough to battle just one of these men one-on-one, but the fact that you have both Donnie Primetime and Stunt Marshall in the ring at the same time, absolutely. Oh,
you know that better than everyone. I'll take your word for it, as you have been in the ring with Donnie Primetime. You know just how sadistic that guy is, let alone the equalizer of Stunt Marshall on the outside.
Well, whatever you want to call him, the crowd chanting Joe Exotic at him. Doesn't matter what you call him. When it comes down to the end of the day, like him or not, Donnie Primetime is a dangerous man. And speaking of which, here comes the eighth wonder of the world. Here comes Stunt Marshall, who connects with a chop.
These two, the hard targets of Akuto Death Society, just toying with Kevin Ryan. I think that both of these men know, and I'm sorry, I try my best to be biased. It's depressing to think about. These guys know that they have this in the bag, and they're just going to do everything they can to just toy with Kevin Ryan in this match, as we see Kevin Ryan with so much heart trying his damnedest to fight back, but cut off once again from Stunt Marshall.
And we're going to see this game a lot throughout this match, folks.
What do you do when you got a really bad girlfriend?
Oh no, telling jokes.
Come on. This is embarrassing.
Well, don't quit your day job, Mr. Primetime. Hopefully not going towards any open mic nights here soon. Oh, just drops Kevin Ryan. What, not even going for the pinfall here. They're savoring every bit of this.
I'm telling you, Carmen, this match is going to be so difficult to call as they go for that Predator handshake elbow drop. We've seen it before. Goes for a cover, does Primetime.
Lackadaisical pin there. Not even putting his weight across the chest of Kevin Ryan.
Doing it on purpose. He doesn't care about winning right now. He just cares about beating up Kevin Ryan. How pathetic is this?
Well, to be fair, when the odds are stacked this far in your favor, I mean, I hate to say it, Donnie may have this one in the bag.
No, I absolutely agree with you, but just like you said, hate to say it. I hate to call it right now, Carmen. We both love New South so much, and we both do everything that we can to uphold the integrity of this brand, and it's so disgusting to see the acts of the Akuto Death Society hard targets tonight against Kevin Ryan.
And that is not to discredit Kevin Ryan whatsoever. This man, he bleeds New South Pro Wrestling. This is someone with a lot of heart. And, of course, unlimited talent.
He's an unreal athlete, but it's 2 versus 1. It doesn't matter how good you are.
It's hard to overcome those odds. And right now, a cutter from Primetime. He's going to walk away with a victory here. Cover 2. No. Just pulled him up.
Come on.
This is too much.
This is so difficult, not just to watch. I'm sure all the fans at home are having just a hard time with this as we are, but imagine having to call this.
What's the point? Just pin him, Donnie. Seriously. The tag made now to Stunt, and they're just making a game out of this. They're just having fun.
This is so frustrating. Like, I wish there was somebody. Is there not anybody that could have subbed in for Chris Crunk tonight? Oh, but did he hit a cutter on Donnie Primetime? Kevin Ryan still got a lot of fight in him.
Kevin with a cutter. Kevin goes for the cover. Can he get it? So close from pulling off the upset here.
We're not supposed to be biased, but to hell with that tonight. Come on, Kevin. We're pulling for you.
Kevin with the crowd firmly behind him. Throws in hard targets out of the way.
Oh, that spear into the corner. Just taking the air completely out of the lungs of Kevin Ryan. And now we're back to this.
When you gonna learn? They can't hit a hard target, brother.
Just toying with Kevin Ryan right now.
This says so much for the heart of Kevin Ryan, though. He doesn't care what they throw at him. He's not going to give up.
He's not going to give up. Call it pride, call it ego, whatever you want. This is Kevin Ryan loves New South, loves the A.D.S. He does not want to give that up.
Oh, that double draping DDT. This has to be it.
Going for a cover, and this is... Oh. I was about to say, this is as good as done, but no.
Unbelievable heart from Kevin Ryan. And both men, as you see, both men are in the ring. This is no disqualification, so these two can double team Kevin Ryan all night if they want to. There's nothing any of us can do to stop this.
Like you said, there's nothing we can do here to stop it at the commentary table, but
trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if we could, we would.
Stunt Marshall and Donnie both making their way up top. What the?
Some tandem offense, I guess. At least I hope they put... Oh,
Kevin.
Kevin's back up.
Kevin.
What is he doing? Kevin, what are you doing?
Kevin, all three men precariously positioned.
Oh my goodness!
God. Double Spanish fly from the top.
Go for the cover, Kevin. Come on, this is your chance.
Come on,
Go
Kevin.
for the cover.
Kevin's got to do something here. Wait, this is Chris Crunk. Crunk is back. Chris Crunk is here. Crunk, straight from the emergency room, has made it back. Folks, we had no idea he was here.
Come on, Kevin, get to the corner.
Genuinely had no idea Chris Crunk was even on the way, but made it just in time.
He's got him in. Crunk's in the match.
And while Kevin Ryan tags in Crunk, I can't even say the fresher man. We don't know what this man has been through today.
He's still got a hell of enough fight in him as he hits that big sling blade on Stunt Marshall, but Stunt's back on the offensive.
This man was in a totaled car just mere hours ago. And now here he is in a New South ring. You cannot question the heart of Chris Crunk in the Akuto Death Society.
This name means everything. This man came all the way here straight from the emergency room to defend his team's honor.
And how poetic is this? It comes down to the two men that created the Akuto Death Society way back years ago here in New South Pro Wrestling.
The score will finally be settled tonight as Primetime and Crunk square up in the center of the ring.
And with the 8th anniversary of the New South right around the corner on August 5th, right here in Florence, Alabama, you cannot tell the story of New South without telling the story of the original Akuto Death Society of Chris Crunk and Donnie Primetime, multiple-time tag team champions together, and now going to war over the name of A.D.S.
This is more than just a name for these two men, Carmen. A.D.S. is everything to Chris Crunk and Donnie Primetime, and we're seeing that right now.
It's a brotherhood. We've seen several iterations throughout the years, but Primetime, of course, taking offense when Chris Crunk resurrected the A.D.S., bringing back Kevin Ryan at the beginning of the year back at Action Clash Level Up. That's when Primetime and Stunt Marshall made their intentions known that they also wanted the name. Oh, we've seen this before. Assisted cutter.
That's got to be it.
Goes for the cover and for the name. Sealing their no. What's it going to take, Rob?
After tonight, I never want to see a single individual question the heart of Chris Crunk or Kevin Ryan for that matter. These two men ready to put it all on the line. They don't care what's next. They don't care what they have to do. Whatever it is, they're going to do it.
You see a lot of best of lists going around, and if these two aren't in your conversation for best tag team, then folks, you need to take another look at your list.
You're clearly not paying attention.
The Akuto Death Society have been tearing it up. Chris Crunk and Kevin Ryan. Counting it off. Some crowd participation here.
Oh, Kevin Ryan sent to the outside.
Dump to the outside. Stunt Marshall running powerbomb to Chris Crunk.
Donnie's up top. That splash.
Splash. Cover made. No. Thank God. Chris Crunk managed to kick out.
I'm sweating bullets over here, Carmen. This match is absolutely draining everything in me.
Primetime now, frustrated, rolls to the outside.
He shouldn't have signed up for this match, little girl. Yeah. Cheers.
While Primetime and Marshall work on Kevin Ryan on the outside and look for some plunder, Chris Crunk still laid out in the ring. What have they got?
On the world of independent pro wrestling, there could be anything under there.
Like we stated earlier, ladies and gentlemen, this match is no disqualification. Anything goes. This match can go all over this building and go to the outside, and whatever they want to use as a weapon, that's exactly what they're going to do.
There has to be a winner. When we have stakes on the line like this, there has to be a winner.
After tonight, it does not matter whose shoulders stay on the mat for those 3 seconds. There will be one Akuto Death Society after tonight.
If we need to go into triple overtime, folks, we will. Because only one team is going to walk away with the A.D.S name. Will it be the A.D.S black and white, or is it going to be the hard targets?
Marshall just sent Kevin Ryan back into the ring. Donnie Primetime sending Crunk back into the ring as well. I think the hard targets think they've got this one in the bag, Carmen.
Going after a very weakened Kevin Ryan. After that 2-on-1 assault this throughout the entire match. And again, Chris Crunk may have made his return into the ring, but I mean,
he might have used all the energy he's
exactly.
got.
After all he's been through today.
I don't like this for Kevin Ryan at all.
I don't like this. What do the hard targets have in mind? A double gorilla press from the top. No, Kevin slips out. In comes Crunk with a chair. No, with a title. One of those replica titles from the fans. How many independent promotions do you know have replica titles?
Thank goodness that the fans decided to bring it here tonight.
Thank God it's not the real Humongolder. That man would not have a head. What do we have in mind here? Oh! Kevin Ryan up top. Moonsault to the floor. Chris Crunk with a splash. Cover made. No! You could feel the energy in the room, Rob. People rose to their feet and they thought for sure this was it.
These fans want this just as bad as we do, just as bad as Chris Crunk and Kevin Ryan do.
And another "This is awesome" chant. Absolutely earned. Here we go. Tag made, which, formality in this case with no DQs, but we do need a legal man in the ring.
And as of right now, on the side of the Akuto Death Society black and white, that is Kevin Ryan. first. Crunk sitting to the corner.
One for
Kevin
that-
Ryan trying to fight back.
Going for that lawn dart, but not able to connect. Now up on the shoulders.
I don't like this for Kevin Ryan. One big.
Good God. Oh, no, no, no. In position. Donnie gonna go coast to coast.
Directly into the ribs of Kevin Ryan.
And the hard target. About to secure the victory. Double pin. 2, 3. No, kick out. Kevin Ryan by the thinnest of margins. Got the shoulder up.
The referee's arm hit the mat before his hand made contact. That is absolutely as close as it can possibly
It's genuinely as close as it comes. A photo finish. The crowd here in agreement with the ref. Wait, what?
What are they going to do now? Donnie doesn't want the finish to be on Kevin Ryan. He wants to take out his original partner, Chris Crunk.
Again, we talk about the history of these two men coming into play here in what could be the closing moments of the match. But after everything these men have been through, there's no telling. Super kick and another.
Ryan and Crunk are fighting back.
In the center of the ring are the hard targets.
Are they gonna do it?
Crunk and Kevin. Wiping out both men. Cover made. Seal your destiny, and they do it. They did it.
Here are your winners, Chris Crunk and Kevin Ryan, the Akuto Death Society!
I cannot believe it. This storied rivalry, one of the most hard-hitting, most biggest blood feuds here in New South has finally come to a close. We finally have a definitive Akuto Death Society, and it belongs to Kevin Ryan and Chris Crunk.
And the rightful owners of the name now. And you see the sheer emotion on the faces of Crunk, on the faces of Ryan.
Not just them, everybody in this building. Hell, I've got tears coming out of my eyes, Carmen. I can't believe that they finally did it.
Well, folks, we're going to keep action rolling. Banger Things will be right back.
The following contest is a submissions match. Introducing first, he is the sadistic savior, Dr. Tibadow. opponent, he is the solitary Psycho, Brax.
Our next contest is underway as this huge submission match is about to culminate between Brax and Tibadow, and these two have been on a warpath against each other for the last several weeks.
Absolutely, this father-son duo, formerly known together as The Nest, but The Nest no more. These two have been battling it out for months. And now here at Banger Things, Florence, Alabama, with a submission match.
And this is how it's got to end. I mean, at some point, things have to come to a head. We've already seen that tonight with the Akuto Death Society, and things are going to come to a head tonight between Brax and Tibadow. The last time that we were here for Southern Hostility, Tibadow had to cheat in order to win his match against Brax. If he wants to win this match tonight, the only way he's going to be able to do that is to get his father to tap out.
It's the only way for a submission victory. No pinfalls, no DQs, just submissions.
Tibadow sent completely directly to the floor over the top rope. So much strength from Brax. That's that dad strength right there.
Rough landing. Tibadow folded in half on the concrete floor below. And Brax now on the hunt.
He's got Tibadow in his sights now. Oh, but Tibadow landing some offense on Brax. Sends him directly into the corner post.
Come on! You want to chop me so bad? Come on, do it!
Yeah, I want to chop you. Yeah, you want me to chop you?
Come on!
Tibadow taking too much time here. Jaw-jacking with the fans.
Brax is, oh! Seeing that chop would have been a disqualification at Southern Hostility. Not the case tonight, as the fans are even getting in on it and chopping Tibadow.
And it's not just any fan, that is a New South legend, Cindy, the sign girl. I want to thank Cindy for coming out to just about every New South show that we have. Brax going for a roll-up, but again, no pinfalls. Submissions only here.
Nobody gave Brax the memo, I guess. I swear I heard you say it before the match.
Well, in the heat of the moment, sometimes instincts just kick in.
These special stipulation matches, that's a great point that a lot of people don't think about. Instinct plays such a big part in professional wrestling, and whenever you're taught to do something a certain way, if you're not used to having to mess with that formula, it's going to throw you off, and we're seeing that right now with Brax.
I think back to the great Macho Man Randy Savage delivering that elbow drop on Yokozuna, going for a pinfall in a Royal Rumble match.
Completely correct.
Sometimes instinct just kicks in, you go to what you know.
And just like you said, sometimes it happens to the best of us.
Oh my God. Tibadow turned inside out there.
That would have been enough to make me tap right there.
That's another thing. Looking back at the past, think back to the submission match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Think about the build up to that and what Steve Austin would say. Like, I don't need a submission hold. I can beat you into submission.
Absolutely correct. Unfortunately for Steve Austin, wasn't able to do that night, but he did still continue to live in infamy after the fact as this hold is being applied to the hands. Just looks like he might have broken some fingers there of Tibadow.
Not the best vantage point from where we are, but nonetheless, hands, feet, it's all the same.
He's going to work on the feet now.
To the paws of Tibadow. Now working over the foot. Nope, sitting to the turnbuckle.
I definitely have to ask the question now. I don't know how much time Brax has spent even bothering to learn submissions, because it seems like he's just trying to grab a limb and just twist it in any way he can, as Brax just got twisted inside out with that huge sling blade there from Thibodaux.
Well, this match definitely is a big curiosity to myself, as I've not seen either one of these men even attempt a submission hold before, at least not in a New South ring.
It's going to be very unorthodox, I can tell you that much, and we're seeing that right now as Thibodaux now trying to go to work on the leg of Brax, landing in some right hands to the knee, it looks like, of Brax.
Brax not giving up here.
Going to take a lot more than that. You see Brax with a handful of hair. That is not illegal, folks.
Pounding away now. Folks, what a night it has been thus far here in Florence, Alabama for Banger Things, and what we still have to come. Of course, we know our New South Tag Team Champions are in action. Then, of course, we're going to continue with our Best of 7 series. And then in our main event, for the first time ever in New South history, an ambulance match.
The first time ever in New South history, but honestly, one of the first ever in all of independent wrestling. This is not something that you see in your regular garden variety promotion, as Brax trying to just gouge out the entire face, it seems, of Thibodaux here with that hold. But yes, the first ever New South ambulance match tonight, and just one of many absolute bangers that we have had tonight.
Brax staying on top of Thibodaux now.
Those stomps wearing out that, looks like right arm, right hand that he's targeting of Thibodaux. Stomp it out too much. You won't have to apply too much of a submission to get him to tap out. Probably just squeeze it, and that's all it's going to take.
I know Thibodaux's really been the aggressor in this series, but I got to say, every time Brax looks over here in this direction, just the sight of this mask just sends chills down my spine.
It terrifies me. So many monsters here in New South, and Brax is one of the most dangerous of all of them.
Like a real-life Demogorgon here at Banger Things.
You're really taking advantage of the fact that I've never watched the show.
I love it. Now pulling the mask now.
It's almost like he wants to gouge out the eyes, but that mask is completely in the way. Hands on the mouth.
Like a modified mandible claw here.
I don't know how much it's doing, but it seems like it's doing something. Brax does appear to be subdued.
Not listening to the referee here. Ducks the line. Going for a bomb, but no, immediately back to it.
This is what would not have been my strategy, I can say that, but clearly Thibodaux knows something that we don't know, because whatever he's doing appears to be working. Looks like he might be choking Brax here. Maybe that's exactly what the plan was. Use that mask against him, cut off the airways.
Brax doing what he can to fight out here.
He's out of it. Sends Thibodaux to the outside once again.
It's that power on full display. And thought Brax was going to go for some sort of high-risk offense, but cut off by Thibodaux.
A lot of velocity on that spear, and you're going to need that velocity if you want to take down a bigger competitor like Brax. You know, and when we were here for Southern Hostility, something I want to point out, whenever these two met last time in Florence, Thibodaux did not want Brax. he wanted Bubba Boudreaux, and I think maybe that has to do with he took Bubba Boudreaux maybe a little more lightly than he would have Brax. But tonight, he's having to really pull out all the stops because the monster has come out to play as he lands that big right hand to Brax while his face was planted against that steel ring post.
That is a perfect word to describe Brax is a monster. The solitary psycho himself. That's Tibadow looking to hit a Uranagi. No. Back body drop onto the apron.
Second hardest part of the ring, only behind those big steel posts in the corners.
Now Brax making his way over.
Almost looked like he was going to go for a cover again, but I think this time he realized, no, this is a submission match. I've got to make my son tap out.
Got to think that's got to be a strange feeling, absolutely.
And that's something that we touched on at Southern Hostility. Yes, it will be cathartic once you get the victory. Big Uranagi there from Thibodaux. It will be cathartic, but only for a moment. At the end of the day, this is family. Memorial Day weekend's just around the corner, and I imagine if one of these guys are going to be hosting a cookout, one of them might think twice before showing up.
I was going to say, here at New South Pro Wrestling, when you're here, you're family. You know,
completely original slogan, too.
Never been used before. As Tibadow with a Dragon Sleeper.
Don't ask us where we got banger things from.
Brax could be out here. Referee raising the, no. They're still alive.
Thumbs up from Brax.
Something tells me it's about to turn into a thumbs down for Tibadow. Snapmare takeover. Now in the center of the ring.
Big clubbing blows there. And you see he's holding on to that arm of Tibadow, just pulling him back into those clotheslines. Only thing keeping Tibadow up was the arm of Brax as he lands that big pile driver.
And now, what does Brax have in mind? Perhaps going for one more. Double underhook pile driver.
Huge J driller there from Brax.
Just released him mid-air. And now locking in a submission hold.
Wrapping him up tight.
Thibodaux's already out. Thibodaux's out.
Here is your winner by ref stoppage, Brax.
Those two massive pile drivers completely knocked out Tibadow. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one way to do it. As Brax leaves tonight, your winner in this submission match.
you, it's true. New South is a bunch of cowards. Cowards! 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 Introducing first in the corner to my left. They are a team of Bennett, Cole, and Ronnie Rothschild. The Green Street Posse. And in the corner to my right, being accompanied by Maxwell. They are the team leader, hard girl, Kerry, and Iggy, the world famous Carnies!
We have got a championship match underway now as the Green Street Posse have made their way out to challenge the new tag team champions, Kerry Awful and Nick Iggy, the Carnies.
An open challenge issued here from the Carnies to anyone on the New South roster, answered by Brennan Cole and Rodney Rothschild.
The last time we were in this building for Southern Hostility, Brennan Cole trying to recruit Rodney Rothschild, and it looks like those recruitment efforts paid off.
Well, they're still trying things out. They're still in the honeymoon period.
Hey, the hardest part's done, if you ask me. Rothschild's here, and if it's only for tonight, all that matters is right now, Rodney Rothschild is representing the Green Street Posse.
And you can tell by the look on the face of Rodney Rothschild. I have not seen this man this excited in years.
Yeah, he's definitely brimming. I can tell you that. He's glowing. I can see it.
Full of emotion. Meanwhile, in the ring, the leader of the Green Street Posse, the Huntsville hooligan himself, Brennan Cole, mixing it up with Nick Iggy.
Nick Iggy, one of the most obnoxious individuals in all of professional wrestling, and the fans here in New South have become just way too accustomed with that.
Nick Iggy, a total scoundrel. And Brendan Cole's finding out right now.
Tries to send him up and over, but Iggy held on to that top rope, Trying to skin the cat on the way up, but
doing his best. You know, it takes a lot of core strength.
oh, I know I couldn't do it.
Nick Iggy giving up.
He's right. This is not a rumble. He can touch the ground, and he sure did. Big clothesline there from Cole.
Brayden Cole maybe letting this tag title opportunity get in his head a little bit.
Well, it's paying off so far. I mean, look at the excitement from his partner, Rodney Rockchild. Just happy to be here.
See the outpouring of emotion from Rodney Rockchild as the tag is made, and Rodney fired up.
But here comes Kerry Awful, one of the most seniored members of the entire New South roster.
And Kerry's got to be lucky that referee Harrison is holding back Rodney Rockchild right now.
Just staring daggers through the eyes of Kerry Awful is Rodney Rockchild. Chance for Green Street ringing out here in Florence, Alabama.
So surreal to me. This crowd cheering for the helm, cheering for Green Street. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, we must be in the upside down. That's a term.
Hey, there you go.
All right, I'm figuring it
You're
out.
catching on. It's all the work of the Mind Flayer, I think. As these two big men meet in the middle. Rodney Rockchild unable to get Kerry Awful off his feet.
It's a strong guy, but not strong enough to take out Kerry Awful, it seems. Sends him into the ropes. Kerry Awful back. It's been just rebounding off of each other.
Good game of ping pong. And Kerry Awful wiped out.
Cole's tag back in. Double team here from the Green Street Posse. Double suplex to Kerry Awful. Beautiful.
What? Rodney using Brennan as a weapon here. And a cover's made. We could have new tag team champions, folks, too. No.
You know, but I saw something there that's very important to point out. You are seeing the fact that the Carnies have been teaming together for a very long time. Cole and Rockchild, not so much. And you're seeing that there was a little bit of miscommunication there with the double team onto Kerry Awful. And Kerry Awful was able to take advantage of it as he got out of that pinning predicament.
Brennan in the wrong corner. Tag made to Kerry Awful.
Big Saito suplex, and in comes Nick Iggy. Iggy sends Cole into his corner, cutting off the ring now, trying to make it to where Cole is unable to tag Rockchild back into the match. Nick Iggy assuring the fans that they love him.
An absolute scoundrel, but what a handsome devil.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I might have to agree with it. But Rodney Rockchild, pretty easy on the eyes too, if you ask me.
Handsome man. I mean, sketchy history. Hold on. Cover. Sue. There's a period in time here at New South where, you know, kind of had a hunch that Rodney may have unalived some people.
Maybe.
But, you know.
That's neither here nor there. I'm not here to speculate.
People change.
Cole fighting back.
Brennan definitely looking to seize the opportunity here.
That ring being cut off once again as Kerry Awful with a blind tag to Nick Iggy.
I do believe this is the first championship opportunity that Brennan Cole has had thus far in his young career. And you can tell just how much it means to him just by the intensity that he's bringing. But right now, being brought to the center of the ring by Kerry Awful, the veteran.
And what a first championship opportunity to have against two of the most well-renowned wrestlers in all of independent wrestling, the Carnies. It's a very intimidating feat for Cole and Rockchild, but they're up to the task.
Kerry awful, spitting in the face of Rodney Rockchild.
Not the most disgusting thing I've ever seen Kerry Awful do, unfortunately.
It's very true. Meanwhile, Nick Iggy here trying to put out Brennan Cole. Brennan just inches away from the ropes. If he could only, no! Notice Brennan was close to grabbing that bottom rope. Nick Iggy using the leg to trap the arm, and Brennan's out. Brennan is out, folks. He has to be if the referee can only see.
Check that arm 2 more times. He's not able to answer this last one. That's it.
What?
Oh, still up. I'm with you. I thought
for
Cole
sure that was all she
absolutely
wrote.
knocked out.
Cole getting that second win. Again, the championship's on the line. We know how much it means to him.
Yeah, but that double stomp to the back might have knocked that second win completely out of his lungs as Iggy going to work now on Cole. Oh my goodness, unbelievably brutal offense from Nick Iggy. Kerry Awful wants the assist.
Calling for some teamwork here.
Big shots now. Kerry Awful Cole just dropping down further and further with each shot.
Just laying them in as the gargoyle Kerry Awful standing tall. Nick Iggy hitting the dab here on the outside. Always relevant in 2023.
That should be Nick Iggy's new nickname, always relevant.
He doesn't need more.
Well, why not? Figured if he wants to add one to the repertoire.
Brennan Cole with the reversal here. Spinning neck breaker connects, but it could be all that Brennan Cole had left to offer.
He's got to find enough strength to slide his way over to that corner and tag in Rockchild. He's almost there. Rockchild stomping. He's ready to go.
So close. Is he going to be able to make it?
He's right there. He's right there. Nick Iggy tagged in by Kerry Awful.
So
and
close.
Rockchild's now in.
A tag made to the big man, Rodney Rockchild.
Going to work on both of the Carnies now is Rodney Rockchild.
What is the side of Rodney that we are seeing right now? The typically stoic Rodney Rockchild coming alive here.
This partnership with Cole has brought something special out of Rockchild, and the fans here in Florence, Alabama are seeing it firsthand. Rockchild, you see that? Rockchild grabbed the hold of the belts. He wanted to use them, but had a change of heart at the last minute.
Like we talked about before, instincts just kick in sometimes.
Vader bomb!
Hooks the leg. We're going to have new tag team champions. No!
The
So
very
close.
short reign of the Carnies was almost ended in a hurry by Rockchild.
And of course, folks, the Carnies picked up the tag team championships in one hell of a triple threat match in Heflin, Alabama, any given Saturday. Picking up a victory over the Akuto Death Society and the Triple Nines. Hold on a second. Brennan Cole going for a pinfall. Like you said, if they were to drop the titles here tonight, you can imagine how embarrassing that'd be for the Carnies.
Absolutely. Not only to drop the titles, but to drop the title to two guys that are teaming together for really the first time.
Only the second match they've had together, but first one, bit of a scramble.
Yeah.
So this is first. Oh, that vertebraker. And luckily for Brennan Cole, managed to slip out just a little bit, not landing on the back of his neck.
Got it locked in, but Rockchild cutting off Iggy before he could capitalize on anything.
Rodney with the assistant. What
the hell is this?
Sends him in. Super kick from Brennan. Brennan, you're going to have to capitalize, buddy.
But Iggy's in. Iggy in to make the save and drag his partner Kerry Awful out of the ring.
And that's that moment of hesitation from Brennan Cole. Could be what ultimately cost him the championship here. Suicide dive from Brennan Cole.
Taking out both of the Carnies.
For the first time in my life, I'm seeing Brennan Cole. Wait, hold up. Ronnie Rockchild, Vader bomb to the outside.
Almost got a little overzealous. Tried to go for the middle rope. Had to change gears, go for the bottom. But wait. What is
Maxwell
this?
Classic taking off the jacket here on the outside.
Classic, he's got that look in his eyes. I think he's trying to get involved here, Carm.
It is a hot night here in Florence, Alabama. All these bangers going on. What is assisted spear? I don't think Brennan had much of a choice in that one.
Goes for the cover.
Looks like we're gonna have new champions. No.
Maxwell Classic pulling the ref out of the ring.
The Carnies making the save here. Keeping their tag team titles.
Ooh, that was nasty as the face of Brennan Cole was just driven into that apron by Kerry Awful. Double team on the Rockchild.
An assisted curb stomp. Brennan coming in now.
Cole's back in. He wants to fight.
There's still a chance. Roll up, Green Street, no!
So many near falls here. I cannot believe the amount of opportunities that Green Street have had to leave with the victory, but this might be all that the Carnies need to put them away.
We've seen this before. To the base of the neck with the Boston Crab locked in, and that's it. That is it.
He's knocked out.
Here are your winners and still the New South Tag Team Champions, the team of Kerry Awful and Iggy, the Carnies.
All the credit in the world due to the Green Street Posse. They put up a hell of a fight, but the Carnies were just too much for them tonight, and their tag team championship reign will continue.
Well, folks, what a night it has been thus far. But up next, we do have match 3 of the best of 7 series, pitting Tyler Franks versus Brandon Williams.
Brandon Williams has been doing very, very well. That locksmith name has been very apparent. He is 2-0 in this series right now, but he's got to win 2 more if he wants to clean sweep, but Frank's going to do everything he can to stop that.
So just to catch you guys up on what has taken place thus far, let's go to a brief recap package of what you've missed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is match 3 of the best of 7 series.
Tyler Franks just jumped the locksmith.
You can see the frustration from Tyler Franks after going 0-2 thus far in the best of 7 series. As of right now, it's certainly we're on the way to a clean sweep for Brandon Williams.
Well, if Tyler Franks is able to continue this assault on Brandon Williams here on the outside. He might be able to finally put one in the W column. Oh, just that arm of Tyler Franks getting driven into the post by Brandon Williams.
Brandon, who hasn't even had a chance to take off his entrance shirt. Ooh.
Both these men just trading shots on the outside. The referee has said that this match is not official yet. We've got to get both men in the ring for that to happen.
I'm not sure if I'd want to trade hands with a Brandon Williams. Brandon, of course, noted technical wrestler. Hold on. Also a long history of playing in hardcore bands, being in the mosh pit.
Well, Tyler Franks has been trading hands with him for several weeks now as we are in the third match of the series.
Oh, my God. You have got to be kidding me. Suplex to the floor.
What happens if these men are not able to officially get in the ring and get this match started tonight?
That is above my pay grade.
We might have to get
the
GM to come over
that.
here and answer some questions for us, because I don't know if this match is going to have an opportunity to officially start.
Well, finally. Well, I was going to say, it looks like he's throwing him in the ring, but no. Going to continue the punishment here on the outside.
Tyler Franks trying to get in as much offense as he can before they go to the inside. Like you said, Tyler Franks so frustrated as he's 0-2 so far in this best-of-7 series.
Hold on, calling for a mic.
Tyler Franks got something to say.
Brandon Williams, you done messed up. Nobody. Nobody embarrasses me. No, Brandon may be up 2-0. He thinks I'm stupid. He thinks I'm the joke. Turn that crap off. Brad, I didn't forget about that ankle. I didn't forget about how you had to miss out on your dream match against Tony Deppen because of that. Oh, it sucks to have ankles made of glass, doesn't it, buddy?
What is Franks going for here? He's got this chair. Oh, no. Looking to take Williams out emphatically before he gets in the ring. If he gets this off, there's no way Brandon Williams is going to have a chance to continue in this match. Is he going for a concerto?
And then has the leg.
He's going for a concerto.
No.
Oh, no!
Absolutely sickening. Despicable actions on behalf of Tyler Franks.
Tyler, I understand you're frustrated, but man, this is not the way to go about this. Brandon Williams even going to be able to continue.
And now we are officially underway, but I think at this point it's just a formality. Tyler Franks going to steal a victory here. 2, 3, no, what?
Going to take more than that to keep the locksmith down.
Brandon Williams hanging in there. But again, like Tyler Franks mentioned, that injured ankle of Brandon Williams, we know it kept him out of action for GCW versus New South. That very ankle that broke the night of the Scramble match. GCW take a picture at the Von Braun Center where Hunter Drake landed on the ankle of the locksmith. Kept Brandon out of action for several months.
And Tyler is very, very well aware that that ankle is still not 100%, especially not after that one-man concerto to it on the outside.
Doing the best he can right now is Brandon Williams, but I don't know I don't know how wise it is to keep fighting this. You still have 4 more matches to go.
If I was Brandon, I would just take the L. He's made it to the ropes. The hold has to be broken, but like you made a great point, there's still, Brandon just has to win 2 more matches. Tyler has to win 4.
Potentially 4 more matches still to come. And at a certain point, you just got to think, is it worth it to fight for this?
Because let's say Brandon Williams, we know he's a very prideful individual as that ankle still gets worked on there from Tyler Franks. Very prideful individual. Brandon Williams wants to stay into this. Let's say he can keep this up, and let's say he does win this match. He's going to be so far removed from 100% the next time they meet for match 4.
It's an excellent point, Rob, as Tyler Franks getting in the face of Brandon. And Tyler Franks has been dominant thus far since the official start of the match.
Another cover.
No, not enough.
And I want to sit here and I want to harp on how despicable of an action this is from Tyler Franks. This is absolutely disgusting, the way that they started this contest. But this is a best-of-7 series. Whenever you're down 0-2, you have to pull out all the stops. You have to do whatever it is you got to do. And I got to say, it's hard to fault Tyler for this. I mean, this is professional wrestling. It's not ballet. Brandon knows what he was signing up for, but he's still got a hell of a lot of fight left in him.
Brandon can't even run the ropes because of his leg. And the final plow.
That's it.
This is good as over, folks.
Has to be it.
Franks goes for the cover. No!
Unreal determination on the side of the locksmith right now. This is absolutely unreal. I can't believe that he's still in this match, let alone that he wants to still be in this match. But that just shows you how much this means to the locksmith, how much this best-of-7 series and how much New South as a whole means to him.
Time and time again, Brandon Williams has given it his all in a New South ring. Of course, someone who's been here since day 1, helped found the company. And since making his journey into the wrestling ring, has really proven just how tough a competitor he is. He's got nothing to prove.
What is this right now, though? It almost looks like he's pleading with Franks. He
lured him in.
He was playing a little bit of possum.
He's telling Franks to just do it. Just get it over with. Again, I say it time and time again, that impressive vertical leap, and now going to get him up for that spin-out torture rack bomb. No. Brandon Williams picks the ankle, the hell to pay ankle lock. Brandon Williams could go up 3-0. It could be a clean sweep for the locksmith.
An ankle for an ankle, as it just so happens, but Tyler Franks makes it to the ropes. The hold has to get broken, but transitions into that waist lock.
But can't put weight on that knee. And of course, that injured ankle on that leg, but Tyler hitting the knee with the chair. Really trying to weaken the entire leg of the locksmith. Gotta wonder if Brandon's biting off a little more than he can chew right now in this very moment.
He absolutely is. I mean, there's no question about it. Like we talked about, he has so many more opportunities to win this series. He could have walked away with some of his health tonight. That's it.
Oh, there you go. He taps out.
Here is your winner, thus bringing the best-of-7 2-1, Tyler Franks.
Again, like we mentioned, though, Brandon realizing where he was, realizing he was trapped, knowing he had no other choice, going ahead and tapping out. And going to reduce that lead a little bit, 2-1.
But you know that took so much out of Brandon. You know that's the last thing that he wanted to do was give a single victory to Tyler Franks, but absolutely no choice. Just way too much pain for one man to take.
Well, folks, it has been a great show thus far, but it is now time for our historic main event For the first time ever in New South history, we have an ambulance parked right outside of those doors. And in order to win, you must place your opponent inside the ambulance, and that ambulance must drive away, Rob.
If you have never seen an ambulance match before, this is going to be one of the most brutal displays of violence you just might ever see. It's not enough to pin somebody for 3 seconds. You have to incapacitate them enough to throw them into an ambulance and send them, hopefully, to the hospital. Well, we'll find out after this match.
So to see how we got there, let's take a look back on what happened at any given Saturday.
This match, if you can call it that, I would call this a blood feud. A fight for the ages is officially underway. Rolando and Marcus are trading shots immediately right out of the gate.
I couldn't even get out of the ring, Rob. It is main event time, and this match has quickly gotten personal between these two athletes. Of course, we all know how Marcus Dillon has treated Soraya Saber over these last few months. And it's been Miami Ice Rolando Perez who's really come to her aid, has really offered to bring her to the light. And we saw at any given Saturday exactly what happened. Marcus Dillon had a plan, wanted to bring Soraya Saber in with a steel chair to put away Rolando Perez. Hold on real quick. Suicide dive, no, drop kick. Of course, blame Soraya Saber for that loss to Rolando Perez at any given Saturday in Heflin, Alabama. And he laid waste to Soraya Saber, thus bringing Rolando Perez to issue this challenge here for the first ever ambulance match, Rob.
It is the first ever ambulance match in New South. And honestly, if you look at the history of ambulance matches, there haven't been that many, and there are several reasons for that. This match can get brutal fast.
This is where it's going to get really dangerous, folks, as the fans here in Florence, Alabama, rising to their feet.
These two are making their way to the back in a hurry. Miami Ice with that chair, laying in those shots to Marcus Dillon. Rolando up on the bar now.
From the bar!
Unbelievable!
Rolling senton to Marcus Dillon.
That's how you do it!
It is insanity here at the Singing River Brewery.
We're going to try our best to keep up with the action, ladies and gentlemen, but as these men make their way to the ambulance, all of the New South faithful are following them in tow. They want to see who is going to get shoved in the back of that ambulance and sent to the nearest medical facility.
And this is history that we're witnessing right now, folks. First ever in New South history ambulance match, as we're trying to get ourselves in a better position here.
Making their way slowly back into the building, it looks. Two men just beating the hell out of each other tonight. Marcus Dillon with that chair in tow makes his way back over towards ringside.
Marcus Dillon doing his best to create distance. You stay away from the ambulance, you can't be thrown in, Rob.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you want to win the match, you got to throw the other guy in the ambulance.
Hey, bud, I'm right there with you. I get it. just like that, this has become basically like Fight Club here in Florence, Alabama.
It's absolutely as they get sent into these steps placed beside our hard camera. Rolando absolutely laid out.
Well, hit the counter, Rob. It's another one. How many times are we going to hear this chant tonight?
I don't know what we're up at right now, but it's more than one hand, I can promise you that, which is higher than I can count.
We're just simple musicians turned into broadcasters, Rob.
Yeah, I can count to 4. That's about it.
Now Marcus Dillon, Uranagi to the apron.
Just driving all of the air out of the lungs of Rolando Perez with that shot. That apron is so stiff. It's the worst place to get slammed on anywhere in the ring.
And I'm sure you've all seen the Facebook post. You know exactly, this ring is made of steel and wood. Not exactly the most forgiving surface to land on.
Not whatsoever. Now, obviously, the ring is pretty big, so whenever you get closer to the center, yes, there might be a little bit of give, but on the edge, there ain't no give whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Where it's the most sturdy. As Marcus Dillon with the chair. Oh, my God.
Right to the back. That possibly now injured back of Rolando Perez.
Notice who is conspicuous by her absence, Rob. Soraya Saber.
Soraya Saber, nowhere to be found. I haven't seen her in the back all day. I don't know if you know something I don't know, but
wisely staying away from the action here. this heated action between Marcus Dillon and Rolando Perez.
I mean, hell, if Marcus Dillon did to me what he did to Soraya, I'd be staying away too. Drops the leg onto Rolando as he was draped across that middle rope. Marcus Dillon now with a handful of hair.
6'1", what?
He's not. No, he's not. Yep. It was all a ruse, ladies and gentlemen. You know better than to trust the investment.
I could have told you that.
Big jawbreaker there from Perez, trying to get back in this.
Oh, misses the spinning back fist.
Oh, and gets out of the way of that big flying back elbow from Perez, and then folds him in half with that huge lariat.
Both men wiped out.
Now, this is going to be a very telling moment in this match, as we're seeing both of these men absolutely exhausted. They've been beating the hell out of each other so far, but you got to have enough energy to take your opponent all the way to the other end of this room and throw him in the back of that ambulance. So you got to save something for the reserves.
Connects with a big body slam.
Right on that chair, too, that already worked over back of Rolando Perez, taking even more damage.
And you see Marcus Dillon, the focus as he cuts Rolando Perez in half with that spear.
Massive spear from the investment.
Look at the intensity on the face of Marcus Dillon right now.
He thinks he's got this in the bag. Rolando Perez has got a lot of heart. No one will ever take that away from him, but Marcus Dillon just might be a little too much for Miami Ice tonight. Clothesline sent Rolando reeling to the opposite side of the ring.
At this point, I'm not sure where. At this point, I'm not sure Rolando knows where he is.
Hell, I hardly know where we are at this point.
I just know I'm surrounded by a lot of loud people, Rob.
The fans here in New South are as erratic as ever.
You gotta love these brewery shows.
They're thirsty for beer and they're thirsty for blood, and they've been full of one all night. Let's see how much of the other one they're gonna get.
This crowd is absolutely rowdy here. The beautiful Singing River Brewery in Florence, Alabama. Here witnessing history for the first ever ambulance match in New South Pro Wrestling history. One of the few ever in independent wrestling history, as Rolando Perez fights out of the snake eyes. And now that missile headbutt.
And if you think we've hammered that point home quite a lot tonight about this being the first New South ambulance match, well, there's a reason for that. This is a huge deal. This is a very, very dangerous match. This is not something that you pull out just for any old garden variety feud. These two want to kill each other, Carm.
And again, this is not a matter of pinfall or submission. In order to win this match, you have to place your opponent inside the ambulance position behind us, close the doors, and at which point that ambulance will drive away.
Beautiful German suplex there from Miami Ice, and he's on fire.
Perez finally hitting that second gear after having his back targeted so much in this match.
Says a lot about the ability of Rolando Perez to be able to hit multiple German suplexes on the much bigger investment.
It absolutely does, and a third one. You got to wonder how much that's taken out of Perez after all that damage done to the lower back.
Perez is on fire, looking to capitalize now.
Charges in, connects with that running uppercut. As Marcus Dillon is just about out of it. Perez connects with a cannonball.
Dillon now slowly rolling out of the ring, and Perez sends him the rest of the way.
And notice, typically in a match like this, you roll to the outside, you're creating distance from your opponent. You're getting away, but by rolling to the outside, and you hear the roar of the crowd, by rolling to the outside, you are putting yourself closer to this ambulance that's behind us. And here we go, battling back again around the bar.
This match has been absolutely unreal, Carmen. This will not end until one of these men are incapacitated enough to be thrown directly into that ambulance right there at the back of the building.
Marcus Dillon and Rolando Perez brawling behind the bar here at Singin' River Brewery. The people here in Florence, Alabama are absolutely witnessing history.
Not just history for New South, not just history for the state of Alabama, but history for professional wrestling as a whole. And we are all witnessing
power bomb! A power bomb onto the bar top!
There's no way Rolando's going to be able to recover from that.
And again, that lower back that has been targeted all throughout the night.
I concur.
As if that maneuver does not hurt enough on its own. And now, hold on, Marcus Dillon now opening the ambulance doors for the first time.
This just might be it, folks. The Florence Medical Center, just a couple of minutes down the road.
We can say hospital. We can say hospital here.
Well, it says medical center on the sign. I was just reading what I saw. But the second one of these men gets put into that ambulance, that's exactly where they're going. And it looks like Rolando's going in right now. This just might be it, Carm.
Again, it is very important. In order to win the match, you must close the doors. And right now, Dillon is halfway. No! Rolando Perez kicking the door open, keeping hopes alive in the meantime. But again, that lower back, Rob.
That's enough to take anybody out. And then, I mean, obviously, let's point out the elephant in the room. Rolando, a much smaller competitor. Those attacks to the back take even more out of him.
Look at this. Look at the crowd formed around the front doors here. Look at all the cell phones in the air. Everyone here knows that they are witnessing history. For the first time in the state of Alabama, first time at New South Pro Wrestling, an ambulance match taking place. And you hear them coming alive.
Are we going in the back?
Oh my God! Rolando Perez from the top of the ambulance! You've got to be freaking kidding me!
What the hell?
It hit the counter again. That's like the 7th or 8th chant tonight.
Absolutely well deserved on behalf of Miami Ice right there. No quit in Rolando Perez. That's for damn sure.
And folks, if you like what you are seeing, please be sure to tweet along #BangerThings. Like the video, subscribe. You are witnessing one of the most damnedest things I've ever seen in my life.
And if you want to know why New South Professional Wrestling is the #best in the South, you're seeing right now.
We are proving it each and every time. And it's for reasons like this as Rolando Perez making his way back in.
Perez looking for a steel chair under the ring.
Perez making his way back.
This is for Saraya!
For Saraya. Oh!
Huge chair shot there from Rolando.
But now Marcus with a chair.
Oh, no. I'm not even going to bother counting at this point.
We've got to get some distance here.
This is pure chaos, ladies and gentlemen.
We got to back these fans up. At this point, with weapons flying around, it is getting a little too dangerous.
This is unprecedented.
This is personal, huh? I'll show you how personal it is.
Wait, no. With the chair positioned around the neck, Rob.
Don't do this. Marcus, please. I'm begging you at this point. Don't do this. You might kill the guy.
Wait, Saraya Saber. Saraya Saber coming to the aid of Rolando.
I can't believe she's here.
And for Marcus Dillon, it's not about love. This is his biggest investor, Saraya Saber. Wiping out Saraya Saber here.
Despicable.
Behind him, Rolando Perez with a chair. Marcus Dillon.
Oh my God.
Just about had his head clean taken off.
unreal. Marcus Dillon brutally struck with that steel chair from Rolando.
Calling for the biggest boot. Call him whatever name you want, the face of the NWA, Billy Corgan's favorite wrestler right now. You can call him a winner because Rolando Perez just made history.
Carmen, please don't get me fired for this, but I'm gonna add one to the counter. Holy shit.
Folks, that is gonna do it for us here tonight for Banger Things. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of myself, Carmen, Michael, and Rob Weathers, we at New South want to say thank you for supporting the best in the South.